Hello, beautiful, vibrant souls. I was asking the cards today for some guidance on my next step, and guidance that came through was this very loud echo of sentiments that I've been thinking of. And I realized that these were messages that were coming through because they may be beneficial for some people. And I wanted to issue these messages to the collective as such. There are times when we sit back and we observe things long enough to recognize patterns. It's not, and it will be always an excuse about, well, it's because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this. And then you watch long enough to realize this is just a pattern of how things take place. And it's not going to change. It's not going to change because they don't have any other way of dealing with these things. They don't have any other tools. They don't know how to use them. So it's not just this time or just that time or just the next time or the next time or the next time or the next time or the next time. And it keeps going and going and going. Eventually you start to get very worn out and tired of hearing excuses, right? So tired. But you recognize patterns as you are an observant. And once you recognize that they are patterns, you have no choice but to cut this nonsense out of your life, and you have to figure out how you're going to do that. Sometimes that means that we have to cut an individual out of our life. Sometimes that means that job isn't going to get any better. We need to look for another one. If you are not in a position where you can be the authority figure and make changes in this environment or change the situation, or if we're dealing with a person whose patterns are reflecting this and they make no effort to want to be different or change, that's when we have to cut it out. Now, if you are in a position where you can make those changes, make those changes. Be the authority. Do it. But once you recognize those patterns, they're going to drive you crazy. They're going to absolutely drive you insane. Because you're going to see it over and over, repeating itself. And if you're not in a position where you can make that change, where you can make it happen, it's going to wear you down. So you have to make a choice. What do you do in this instance? And in most cases, cut it out. Take those steps. Do what you need to do. Do it quietly, silently, not loud. That's what matters the most. Further guidance on these situations involving using our intelligence. Remember, intelligence is not just that you're very quick to make a decision or quick to identify a pattern, but it's that you recognize what these patterns actually lead to and what kind of issues they cause. You can make the connections between these situations. You recognize that there are consequences for specific actions and behaviors. That there's a if this, then this. It's that logical flow of information. That's what intelligence is. If this, then this. So when you recognize situations that are occurring, you can put the pieces together on why it's happening. You can't close your eyes to that, unfortunately, if you're an intelligent person and you recognize things that are happening and you see the if this, then this, and then you see it over and over and over again. You'll never be able to close your eyes to that, but you're not supposed to. What you're supposed to do is instead recognize when doors are opening for you. Now, it does show here, and in the guidance that I'm receiving here, is that there is going to be a multitude of opportunities coming for you because you've recognized the situation for what it is and you realize that it's kind of a dead end. You've turned around and you've started to look for these opportunities, these openings, these portals, the doorways that take you to another place. And there are multiple opportunities, and it's kind of choice. It's kind of like the universe's gift to you for recognizing these problems. Oh, good job. You did a good job. So now, pick a card, any card. See which one takes you where next. Because There are multiple places where you will be valued for your intelligence, for your ability to see cause and effect, for your ability to use logic in situations will be appreciated and valued in much, much bigger ways. So this is an opportunity for you to explore a little bit. You pick a direction, what seems fun to you, which door has the sparkly, which door is pretty, which door feels warm, which door feels exciting. Whichever one feels like the right place for you to go isn't going to be the wrong choice. It's going to be the right choice, and it's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. So these opportunities are coming to you at the perfect timing. You just need to open your eyes and look for them. And when the time is right, you have to be ready to open that door and step through. All you have to do. It's interesting in these two cards, you can feel the amount of energy that comes through these cards. First card that was pulled was power, and it is referencing how much power you have in this situation, and it's power that you might not even recognize yet, or you may have just realized how much power is in your hands. Somebody relies on you very heavily. They require your presence. You may not necessarily like how things are going or how they are demonstrating this, but you do recognize how much power you have in this. You're instrumental in what's going on in this situation. Because of that, we have to also be very mindful of how we utilize that power. They've never experienced someone like you before. They don't exactly know how to deal with that situation. And because of this, cards are asking you, Spirit is asking you to use a gentle touch, to kindly, gently make situations clear, to try to be more patient, to try to use kinder words. It may be very, very frustrating in this situation to try to explain gently things that should be obvious. It's so obvious. Why is it not obvious? And you keep telling yourself that because you didn't gain your power by accident. You have power because of your experience and your wisdom, because of all that you've been through, because of all that you've been able to overcome. Your power comes from this place of earned power, the earned prestige, earned authority. So much that you have gained over all of this time frame has prepared you for this moment. So now Spirit says, now we just need to make sure that we implement this power in a way that creates the greatest benefit for you in whatever way you choose to use it. Make sure that you're using it in a kind and gentle way. Make sure you're using it in a way that you would want that power used over you. That there's patience, passion. Tone is appropriate for the situation. And that the words are gentle and guiding rather than accusatory and demeaning.